I think I've decided to name the van Lieutenant Van. I did more research on this. I thought that the two stripes was lieutenant in the military, but I guess it's only for the Navy and Coast Guard where the two lines are, or the two bars are lieutenant. For Army, Air Force, etc., all the rest of that, that's captain, but that's not as funny. I'm gonna go with Lieutenant Van. Lieutenant Van, I got ice cream. I'm about to start beating the brakes off Lieutenant Van because Ford decided to make this great straight piece, and then they were just like, let's add a bump. Sounds great. So now this is gonna be in the way if I put a board here. So I'm about to just beat the crap out of it and put you guys over here. I probably should just confirm that there's nothing back there. As far as I know, it's just to the outside. Lieutenant Van, I got ice cream! Alright, looks pretty even now. No damage on the outside, so I don't know what Ford was doing with that, but it was dumb, and they should not do that again. Like, I just don't get whose idea this was to make this pop out. I guess now would probably be a good idea to explain that I'm putting up the wall right here. So I am going to do like a two-piece wall with plywood. So I'm going to go probably from exactly this point right here at the bottom. I'm going to have to leave this gap because the sheets come in 4x8. So from like the very bottom of the floor to kind of the top where I beat the beans off the pop out over there, it gets up to like 48 inches and it's only like right here. I need to be higher than that, so I'm going to raise it like an inch and kind of keep it the same level as the insulation down here. I'm also going to do it in two pieces, so I'm going to have a piece end halfway on this little sheet of plywood here, just so I can kind of make it easy for myself with the contour of the van because it separates up. I got 1/4 inch plywood, so it should bend pretty easily, especially with a big sheet like that. The only thing I'm worried about is the handlebars of the motorcycles and stuff because it already digs into the insulation here, but that could change with how I mount the anchor points for the straps. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But if I have to cut a hole out for the handlebars so they can squeeze back in there, that's fine too. I don't really care. As long as the wall's up and it looks halfway decent, I think I'll be fine with that. And then we can move on to the kitchen afterwards. And then I should be able to put a piece at the top here. Probably not where I beat the beans off the little pop-out area right there because that cutout looks dumb now. But I did want to put a piece of wood on there just kind of like get rid of the gap, or a trim piece I guess you could say. But that's my plan. I don't plan on recording everything in real time. I'll probably just time-lapse it or just give you an update at the end of it because this is a very boring process, especially if you have to cut out like the wheel well and stuff like that. Alright, I think I have it cut perfect to size. Time will tell. First step, insulate. La, 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 la. Alright, we got new screws, variable sizes for the wall. Some of it, I'll probably have to use the 2-inch for some. These are going to be in replace of those because, I don't know, keep it the same, I guess. And then these might go down there. I don't really know yet. Alright, so it's kind of on, but like not really. I can only really get one screw in over there. I think what my plan is now, I got this jammed in there to kind of secure it a little bit from popping out, but the rest of it's kind of free floating around. I did want to cover this anyway, so I was going to make a little bench around it. Hopefully that comes out all right, and then we'll just go from there, I guess. Here we go. The box is pretty much done. That was honestly probably the worst woodworking I've ever done in my life, and now I'm just going to fill it up with insulation, and then we'll put the cover on it. Shove it in there. Alright, fantastic. Let's seal it up like King Tut's tomb. Alright, so I did somewhat have to frame out my kitchen in order for me to get this cabinet the way that I wanted it to be, because I wanted the battery to be here and then the other one stacked on top of it, but obviously I needed to frame something out before I actually did that. I put up some of the wall as well, so now it's really just going to be putting the battery here and then making a little platform for the next one. And then the rest of this, I don't know if I want that to be like closed or if I just want to make the rest of the electronics in this one cabinet. Alright, well this is a new day, so I don't even remember if I have already gone over the box that I built around the wheel well, but that is built. There's also been a little bit more of a renovation because now the batteries are in and I put those in. Which is kind of the last step I needed in order to put up the wall over here. The reason I waited is because I have the lights up there right now and the ground cable goes right there. But the new electrical system that I have is going to have a common ground so that all the wires come back to the same section over there. So it's just easier if I left the wall off until the batteries were in and all that was set up. So now I can do that. It'll make my life a lot easier. And the wall is finally going up. What? How? So apparently I am a magician. I did not know that. I make things disappear when I just used them 2 seconds ago. In this case it's a pencil, and I was just cutting the last cut for the wall with the jigsaw. But I don't know where my pencil went, so I swapped to a pen, and I have not seen the pencil since. I'm not wearing a sweatshirt. It's not around the van. Haven't seen it in the van. Okay. Well, it's up. It's not exactly in the shape that I want it to be because I still gotta bend it to the frame of the van. So we'll see how that goes in a second. Alright. I think after, don't judge me. I think after all of this, I just took my last cut on this for the wall, and I'm hoping that it'll go up. Don't judge. It's all mine. If anyone touched this, they'd be dead anyway. And I don't have cups. I could improvise. But why would you improvise if the thing's already shaped like a cup? And I'm just saying, cap at the top is the exact same size as it would be as if it was a 16-ounce bottle. So I'm gonna leave that at that. If you judge, you have to like and subscribe. I'm just saying, if you judged, then you have to comment it as well. I want to know what you were thinking when you saw me pull that out. Looks great. Going in. Wow. There it is, a wall. Alright, so the last wall is in. I ended up making a box that goes around the fuel tank spout. I also stuffed a bunch of insulation in there to also cancel out outside noise, road noise, and etc. It so happened to perfectly make out the box in the back and the fridge because the gap between those is actually like perfect. So I'm gonna end up throwing probably just a little piece of like trim that goes across so this can't slide out back and forth, but that's where my fridge is going, so that'll be cool. My bed is gonna be right on top of that. It's gonna come. Ow, my fucking ass, dude. I'm gonna go this way, and then also gonna curve that way, so diagonal, because I'm like 5'9", 5'10". I don't even know what I am, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna be able to sleep across going this way, so I have to kind of diagonal, or sleep a little diagonal to get my body length in there, because sometimes I like to spread out. But that is what I'll be working on next. Is the framing for my bed. Also, my subwoofer is going to go under there, maybe my computer. I don't know yet. And then I'll have another little desk right here so I can sit at my... Look at them skills. It's not even screwed down. All right, it's a brand new day. I did want to go over the framing that I went with, I guess. Pop a squat in my swivel seat. All right, so this is where we're at. This is actually going to be my bed. So I'm going to lay diagonal like this. So I'm literally just going to do something like that, but my head will actually be on the other corner. My legs, you may think, you know, it's just gonna dangle off the edge, but I did want to have some kind of little piece like this that'll hinge up like this. So I'm in the driver's seat, I can move back and forth and like be totally fine. This compartment, I was also gonna have a sheet of plywood that goes across like this, which is also on a hinge. So I can put stuff on top of this for clothes, etc. So having a pop-up lid would be good on that. And then that little spot right there is actually going to be my fridge. It just so happened to like perfectly pretty much work out with the length. And then this actually pops open as well. So having that come, that was really loud. Having that pop open with everything else just kind of plays along with it. And then I have a piece of pine. This is going to be my little desk. But the cool thing is that, you know, if I'm in the driver's seat and I'm still stuck, you know, what's going to happen? This is also going to be on a hinge, like this. I'll probably have to make that. But yeah, I think it's coming out pretty good. Continuing on with the framing and stuff, I should probably just start making everything somewhat look nice, I guess. So I'm going to start putting pine on this little wall for the computer desk. Playing on the computer, racing sim. I'm going to have a monitor that goes here and comes out. So that'll be kind of cool.